The man who had sunk to the bottom of the sea pulled out his handgun and quickly pulled the trigger. In the nick of time, he successfully broke the lock on the chain. Using his last breath, he swam vigorously to the surface. By this point, Jack's strength was nearly depleted. Fortunately, he spotted a floating crate in the distance. To survive, he had no choice but to swim towards it with all his might. After successfully clutching the crate, Jack floated on the surface, recovering his strength. Jack was already famished and parched, but as luck would have it, a yacht was approaching from afar. He waved his arms desperately, signaling for help. The young men on the yacht finally rescued Jack. It turned out that Jack was an underwater treasure hunter. 3 days earlier, he had come to this location to search for underwater treasures. After much effort, he finally salvaged a fragment from the bottom of the sea. Looking at the ancient fragment before him, Jack was overjoyed. He quickly took the fragment to a local gang to sell it, speculating that there must be more treasures in that area of the sea. However, the gang leader thought Jack was trying to dupe him. Not only did he not believe Jack, but he also ordered his men to throw Jack into the sea to feed the fish. Jack nearly lost his life as a result. Having escaped death, Jack immediately found his girlfriend Lisa and told her about his discovery. After some discussion, they decided to search for clues in the only ancient church on a small island near the treasure. After Jack's relentless efforts, they finally found a mysterious wooden barrel buried underground, containing a diary that recorded the exact location of the treasure. However, before Jack and Lisa could celebrate, the gang leader appeared behind them with his men. It turned out that the gang leader had long realized that Jack could find clues to the treasure, so he had secretly followed him, intending to keep the entire treasure for himself. Realizing the danger, Jack and Lisa immediately fought back. Although Jack managed to escape, Lisa was captured by the gang's henchmen and taken to the entrance of the treasure. They wanted Lisa to go underwater to confirm if the treasure was there. Lisa then dived into a hidden underwater tunnel, and with a single turn, treasures worth billions appeared before her eyes. However, at that moment, a wave suddenly hit. Lisa quickly tied the rope to a reef, narrowly escaping with her life as the wave crashed over her. Outside the entrance, a rain of gold coins began to fall. Realizing that the treasure was indeed in the underwater tunnel, the gang leader immediately ordered his men to dive into the sea to keep the treasure for themselves. At this point, Jack also arrived at the treasure entrance and jumped in without hesitation. As soon as he entered the water, he saw his girlfriend Lisa in danger. The two immediately engaged in a fight with the gang. At a critical moment, Lisa picked up a dagger from the ground and stabbed it hard into a man's thigh. In the chaos, the man was struck dead by the impact of the waves. Meanwhile, another of the gang's henchmen had already gotten hold of a wooden box. When he opened it, it was indeed filled with a large amount of gold, silver, and jewels. The gang leader was grinning from ear to ear. However, before he could celebrate, he noticed that Jack's companions had already rushed over in a speedboat.